Hi, I'm Jamie Lawson from IMAGN Property Marketing. What I wanted to do today is show you how you can set up your IMAGN video template onto iMovie within your iPad so you can start making your own property videos. Now what I've got is iTunes, and I'm going to start here at the moment, and I've got my iPad hooked up to iTunes. There's a couple of things that we need to do before we start to get this up and running so that we can easily make some videos. Now you can see that my iPad has been connected here, so it says Jamie Lawson's iPad. That's all good. And I can go over to my apps category within my iPad. Now if I go to that area, you can see these are all the apps that I've got on my iPad. Now what I need to do is I need to scroll down to this file sharing area. Now within file sharing, we can start transferring documents between our computer and our iPad. Now this doesn't matter whether you're working on a Mac or a PC. It's going to work exactly the same. I happen to be working on a Mac today, but if you're working on a PC, you're not going to see any difference. So we click on iMovie, and we can see here that there's already a document within here that's just a default document that's sitting there. Now what we need to do is we need to load up our video template provided by IMAGN into this area so that you can start making your own property videos custom to your profile. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit add, and I'm going to find the template that's been given to you. So on my desktop at the moment, I have a template that was prepared for Rod Westerhouse. So I can click on that and say open, and you'll see that that pops in within our iMovie document straight away. Okay, so we're already on our iPad, so that template has been loaded into iMovie now, and it's all ready to go. Now the second thing we need to do is we need to tell iTunes where to find the photos that will be used within your videos. Okay, so you may have an area where you keep all of your photos for any of the properties that you're marketing at the moment, and if that's what you have, then that's going to work perfectly. What we can do is we go across to the photos area, click into here, and we can say sync photos from, and we can give a location for this, so we can choose a folder. If you're using a Mac, you may use iPhoto, or you can just choose a folder. And at the moment, I've just nominated a folder called Properties. So if I go to choose a folder, I can go in. I'm just going into my profile. I'm going into Pictures and Properties, and I'll say Open to that. Now you can see within there that I could have a number of folders that may relate to a number of different properties. So in this case, I've just added one property, and we're going to make a video out of that. So as soon as we do that, that's all good. We can see that we've got 13 photos loaded within that area at the moment. You may load up one of these folders and it may have many photos in there. So I'll show you how that works in a minute when we get onto the iPad. Now the next thing that we have to do is just hit sync. So it's all fairly simple. A couple of steps there. Loading in your template within the apps category within your iPad, and then going to the photos category and selecting the area where your photos or your property photos will be taken from. And then what we can do next is we go to our iPad, and I'll show you how you can make videos quick and easy with your photos and that template that we previously loaded. So I'll come back in a second and we'll quickly put together a video. Okay, so this is the second part of our video, and what we need to do now is work out how we can start using our template and start creating some videos. So what we need to do is we need to start by opening up iMovie. So you'll see within your iPad that you'll have your iMovie app, and there it is. It'll start up. And to load up your template, you're just going to use this little button down here with the arrow in the box. I'm going to click on that on my iPad, and I'm going to see there's my template, my Rod Westerhouse template. So I'll click on that, and it'll open up as a blank template. Now you'll see here that we've got a couple of videos in here that have been set up, and a little bit of a audio track that's been used as our template. So that's all good. Now all we need to do is start adding in our property photos. So to do that, what we need to do is click on this little icon over here. So I'm going to click on that on my iPad. There we go. And you can see that this is where it's looking at all of our property photos that we set up in iTunes earlier. So you can see here I've got 53 Royal Parade and Alderley. So I'm going to click on that, and you'll see there's all our property photos. They're all ready to go. Now the next thing we need to do is just move our little red line that's just here into the middle between our two little videos. And we start adding photos. So it's very easy. We just start clicking on photos. So we can start popping these in. So I'm going to quickly just pick a selection of photos. And I normally use 8 to get the timing correct. So I'm just going to choose 8 random photos. Certainly you would spend more time and select the ones that you think are probably most appropriate. But just as part of this demo, I'm just selecting 8 photos from this particular property. So that's all good. Very easy to put them in. All I'm doing is pressing those photos on the iPad and they're adding to our video. So at a basic level, we could play that and our video could generally be done. So how quick is that? That's very quick and easy. Now what we can do is we can add a little bit more features to this video, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to lengthen out this first portion of my video. So this first photo I'd like to last a little bit longer. This is kind of the impact shot showing the facade from the street, and we're gonna peel this out just a little bit longer. So by single touching on that photo, you can see that we get these 2 little yellow grips that come up. Now we can just press and hold on our iPad and drag those out. So when we're dragging out, you can see the time changes up here. And what I'm going to do with this first one is I normally take that out to about 7.5 seconds. So that's good. Perfect. So what that does is it gives us an opportunity to add a little bit of text. So what I can do now is I can just double tap on that photo and I'll get this dialog box that comes up to say photo settings. And you can see here we have a little area that says title style. Now if I click on title style by pressing on it, we've got a number of different styles. The one that I'm going to choose here is middle, and you can see that we have a little bit of text that comes up here and this little band that comes along the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is press on the text and I'm going to add the property address. So I'm going to put in 53 Royal Parade, comma, Alderley. Okay, all good, and say done. Okay, so that's finished. So if we go back and we start to play this, we can see we get our splash screen that comes up. Our music is playing, that's all looking good. And then we get Rod's introduction with his photo. And then it pops into our property photos and our property address. And then it starts playing the video from beginning to end. So I'll just pause that. And at a basic level, you're done. So that's it. It'll play all the way through. It'll finish up at the end. Our music will finish up. Everything will finish up nicely. And that's it. Now, at that level, we can go ahead and we can publish this. I'd suggest publishing it to YouTube. But what we'll do is we'll click on this little button up here, which will take us back to our main splash screen. So I'll click on that. And off we go. All right. And it still says Rod Westhair's template. I'm just going to click onto that on my iPad. Okay. And I'm going to type in 53 Royal Parade, Alderley. Okay, that's good, and hit done. And that'll fix that up. So that's all good. So now we've got a record of that, and we can then go and press on our little share button here. So the little arrow popping out. So if we click that on the iPad, we can see that we can take this to our camera roll, YouTube, Facebook, Vimeo, so a number of different locations. I'd suggest YouTube is probably your best option. You can publish this straight to YouTube and then direct everyone back to that location. So any of your online marketing, including Facebook or Twitter or realestate.com or any other marketing mechanism that you're using, online marketing, and it's going to send everyone back to your YouTube link. So I'd suggest using YouTube. Easy just to sign up, create yourself a channel, and keep all your videos on there. And you can also track how many people have watched those videos. So you could just hit YouTube, and it'll only take a few moments, and you'll be uploaded onto YouTube, and you'll be live. So within probably 2 or 3 minutes, you could go from starting a brand new property video to being live on YouTube and looking quite professional. So thanks for watching. What we're going to do is do a couple more advanced videos showing some of the advanced features that you can add to your videos if you choose in a couple of upcoming videos. So stay tuned, and good luck with your property marketing, and thank you for using IMAGN property videos. Thanks.